let's talk about how my triathlon training schedule differs between race season and off season. Who's pumped up? Get me a protein shake. More sexy speedo strength workout. Morning trainiacs. More drills, more of the yellow kickboard. Jury's still out on the speed of a yellow kickboard. I don't know if it's quite up there with orange. More of the same drills today. That's it. All I do is drill, 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 drill. Fun story, I chopped down my flippers years ago, so we do fin sets. I don't get faster, everyone else does. A little bit of a kind of little strength day today. If you haven't gone and picked up the strength routine, go there. triathlontaren.com/strength routine. I'm pushing this hard, really just to be lazy and not have to answer all the questions individually about how do you incorporate strength routines. Well, go there. That's how you incorporate strength routines. And in that, I put an email together about what my schedule is like now, focusing more on strength versus what it's like on a race season week. Actually, let's talk about that today, all right? All right, more sexy speedo strength workout, SSS. All right, gang, let's talk about how my triathlon training schedule differs between race season and off season right now, which is kind of still training, but it's just with lower intensity and a different focus. So with that strength program that I've created that you can get at triathlontaren.com/strength routine, you're gonna hear it a lot over the next little while and then not so much. So make sure that if you're interested, you go and get it now. Pushing it at the moment. It's free. Getting a fair amount of questions from people saying, well, do you just add this into your normal training, or how do you adapt your normal triathlon training with this strength? Well, for starters, as I've mentioned before, you want to do strength training, heavy strength training, building power, lifting heavy weights in the off season. You don't want to do that in race season. During race season, it's more maintenance. It's all kind of written down how I recommend dividing it up in that program. But for now, what we're talking about is week by week, how I'm adjusting things. So let's start with Monday, because that's when our training schedule, our calendar, i.e. my life, revolves around the training schedule. Don't tell NTK that. So Monday during race season, we've got a big swim, and that is upwards of about 90 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but it's intense. It's really purposeful. There's a lot of bursts of speed. Maybe there's dive starts. Maybe it's 400 meter repeats at race pace. It's very, very intentional. And that is followed by a maintenance strength workout. So because I don't want to pair huge intensity in swim, bike, run with huge intensity with strength training, the strength training done during race season is stretchy bands or body weight exercises or core exercises or even just rolling out little niggles that pop up. On the other hand, right now, during the off season where I'm focused more on strength, the swim intensity is backed way off. It's maybe about 60 to 70 minutes. Good half of that is just drills where I'm really not working up much intensity whatsoever. And another third of it is kind of technique focused swimming. So there's only 10 to 20% that is very intense, plus it's shorter. However, the Monday workout is followed by a more intense strength workout of upwards to an hour. That might come right after the swim workout, or it might happen later in the day, and that's the heavy lifting. That's the routine that I've laid out in that triathlontaren.com/strength routine. So you can see how we're shifting the intensity from race and sport-specific intensities over to more functional movements in the sports, but then intensity in building the chassis. And the rest of the week follows a lot of those same principles. On Tuesday during race season, we've got a very intense bike, upwards of about 90 minutes, lots and lots of power, very purposeful FTP power zone work. Right now on Tuesday during the off season, the strength building phase, I'm kind of just screwing around for anywhere from like 45 to 70 minutes on Zwift. Not a care in the world about how the workout goes. During race season, Tuesday evening, there's typically a run anywhere from 20 minutes building upwards to about 50-55 minutes. Right now, during the strength training phase, I have an optional run. I'm not really running at all because my heel still hurts, and I don't care because it's the off season. During race season, Wednesday again is a very intense swim, just like Monday. It's also followed by another maintenance session, and then the afternoon, there's a very intense run. Right now, Wednesday is a non-intense swim, lots of drills, lots of technique, not really tiring myself out, and afterwards, maintenance session, and again, optional run, but instead of being 20 to 50 minutes with very purposeful time measures and goals, it's kind of just an optional run. So again, you can see race season, very intense. Off season, just kind of show up. Thursday during race season basically matches Tuesday during race season, intense morning bike, ideally followed by a brick or hard run in the evening. Thursday during the off season, screwing around on Zwift for 45 to 70 minutes and an optional 20-minute run. Friday during race season, we have another intense swim followed by a little bit of maintenance work, body work, stability work, core work, not very intense strength work. The intensity is in that swim. Off season right now, same sort of thing. Short, technique-focused swim, nothing too crazy, but that's where we throw in the second intense strength workout either later in the afternoon or right after the swim. Like, we want that to be boom, huge load. So what you can see throughout the entire plan is that we're still having basically the same number of workouts, but we're taking a lot of the intensities out of swimming and biking and running so that we've got the energy and our body has the ability to repair itself and keep up with the load, literally the load that we are placing on it, lifting heavy weights, doing heavy deadlifts in that strength training. But we're not backing off of swimming and biking and running entirely. I'm still staying activated so that I've still got like little tiny bursts of intensity so my body isn't completely losing swim, bike, run fitness. But I'm basically just in kind of maintenance mode of 2 to 3 workouts per week in each of the disciplines. And that's enough to make sure that I'm not losing a ton of fitness. Sure, I might drop down from that top end of like really intense race-specific fitness, but you can only maintain that for a month, 2 months, 3 months throughout the course of a year, and then you got to give your body a break. So right now, I'm maintaining my base level fitness while increasing my base level strength. I'm building the foundation so that when I start adding intensities to that race-specific goal that I'm going for, I've got a bigger, better, stronger foundation because of that strength work. Sounded a little rambly, but I think there's some gold in there. Off season, just a bike. Like, just be on the bike. That is all. Just show up, put your bum on a bike saddle. That does not count. Sunday during the race season, we're talking about a run-focused brick. So I'll do a 20 to 30 minute just light bike, and then I'll go out for anywhere from a 70 minute to a 2-hour run. Off season, focusing on strength right now, just do a long run, anywhere from 60 to, 90 minutes, but not really worry about the pace at all. So, Trainiacs, there you go. That's my gym trainer impression. Who's pumped up? Get me a protein shake. Delicious. Get my swell on. That's how I tailor triathlon training to also including some strength training. Very important to do both, but at certain parts of the year, triathlontaren.com/strength routine. Get it. You know what I haven't done in a while? We got a good podcast guest, a guy that's been in the industry since like 1985. And I'll give you a hint. He has something to do with these. And I haven't included a little teaser of the podcast lately, so I'm going to bring you into it. Yeah, right over here. Podcast Central.
I always say that there are very few things in this world that are as fun when you're 60 years old as when you're 6 years old, and riding a bike is one of them. Like, you still get that giddy feeling that you got when you were a kid riding around.
Yeah, and it's interesting because biking is it's really consistent. You can get injured. Like, I tore one of my rotator cuffs, so I couldn't ride for like 4 months while it healed and I had to rehab. Well, as soon as I got back on my bike, well, I could tell that my fitness was gone, but the fun was still there. It was a pretty big move forward, and it's still affecting the industry now, so I'm all happy about that.
So I think that was one of the best interviews we've done yet. You?
Yeah, he's great.
He was great. John Cobb Cycling. As he said in the interview towards the end, he's like, well, the downside of being in the industry so long is that, you get old and that's how you get stories and something like that. I don't know. He said it much more intelligently with a southern drawl, so just sounds like butter. Soup now?